Dennis Miller Show, 866-509-7268.
Hey, folks. Welcome back to the Dennis Miller Show. Can I tell you something? Afrin No Drip starts relieving nasal congestion in seconds and keeps working for 12 hours. Now, use as directed. And I imagine there's some allergies afoot in the land.
Oh, yeah. It's peak season.
Because of the Scirocco winds blowing in off the desert and the rebirth of nature through spring.
All that stuff I hate.
Well, here's something happening this spring that you'll love. I'll be in St. Louis.
Oh, this is good.
May 18th. And for more information, go to DennisMillerRadio.com and click on Dennis Live. Speaking of clicking, my wife made an adjustment on my laptop. I'll say. And do you know that you don't even have to have your thing click? Oh, you don't have an iPad.
I do not have.
Do you have a laptop?
I do. I have a Dell PC laptop.
Does it have this little square that's a mouse?
Yes.
Do you know you can set your thing that you don't have to click that or depress it all the way?
Yeah, you can just tap the little square, yeah.
Jeez. My wife did it for me yesterday. I'm starting to love it, but I'm so tentative about everything.
Like, wait, what happens if I tap there?
Well, I just went to set the switch on the microwave, and I kind of brushed it. You know, I mean, it's like transfer. Sure. It's funny how we're all. This is like a Skinner box with, with iPhones or something. We're all creatures of behavior mod. Literally, the touch that I've applied the surfaces to activate them, now I have to reprogram in my brain. It's really fascinating. Stuff like that makes me believe in God, because I don't know how. I was a fish one day, and then my mind was starting to take in information to adjust the amount of pressure I had to exude on surfaces to activate them. I know somebody saying, well, you were a fish one. You just grunted a lot and started to grow, and you grunted out some arms, and then you grunted that thing out. But I believe there's something divine there. And I don't mean Bette Midler. John in Massachusetts. Hey, John. How are you? What are you, taking a dump?
Wow.
Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
Johnny, are you taking a growler?
I thought it was Sharpton for a second.
Wait a second. Let's hang with this. You talk about verite.
We are going nowhere.
You'll get all John's best growlers. You'll ate too many caramels last night. Who can ever forget? That wasn't elderberry.
And, of course, corn on the cob.
You good, Johnny?
Hello?
Sounds good.
Johnny, you're beautiful, baby. You're the best. You're the best caller we've ever had. Let's leave it at that. Thank you, John in Massachusetts. I was going to take him, but I thought he'd say something.
Yeah.
And what we had there, can we during the break? I know, I'm not asking now. It's like asking for no pickles at the drive-thru window. For God's sakes, Liev's head of Cronenberg off. But somewhere during the break, can we record the top of that and put it on something that I can hear?
I think we actually can't do that till the next hour. Because the magic of radio.
Beautiful, folks, because we don't feed the ferret who runs the wheel.
That ferret's been dead for about 8 months.
You ain't kidding. So's the one in my carrying part of my skull. 866-509-7268. Earlier today, I'm watching it right now, Obama and a presser with Merkel. And Merkel, sorry.
I decided that
on her hair.
I decided that had to be
I just happened to be looking at her cough, and somehow Merkel stuck in.
Very appropriate.
They mounted I forget the story. I found the nugget, right?
The Merkel? Yeah.
I found the nugget in the last caller. Earlier today in Washington, President Obama and German Chancellor Angela Merkel mounted a display of transatlantic unity against an assertive Russia. So, Vladimir Putin, if you're listening, you better do what Obama wants, because he's got a girl on his side now.
And she hits hard.
She goes hard. Wouldn't that be the key to solving the world's problems? A big game of dodgeball. Just Vladimir running shirtless, little zeppelins hanging off his nipples. Just that's what he reminds me of. The docking port for the Hindenburg, his nipples. 866-509-RANT, our phone number. Health officials have announced that a recently arrived mosquito-borne virus, it causes an abrupt onset of high fever and intense joint pain, is rapidly gaining a foothold in many spots of the Caribbean. And Harry Smith's already afraid he might have it. Took a second. I don't want to make it any less realistic than it was. But
that story reminds me I should ask, because I know our listeners are wondering, how's Skeeter?
Skeeter good. When I see intense joint pain, I often think the story's emanating from Jamaica. But they actually have an illness down there called you inhaled too harditis. Literally, it's like Miguel Indurain taking a joint down in one big huff. Hiring in the U.S. has kicked into a higher gear. Unemployment has plunged to 6.3%, meaning that there's an extra kid on the line at Chipotle to get my bowl ready. A lot of these jobs, I think, are in the service community. God bless them. They're all working again. Everybody's working, and not everybody, but I don't know. What are we supposed to do? I want you to know I'm pretending, but you can't go out during your day and just fight with people when you say, but 800,000 people aren't looking anymore, and they jump on you for being a rich guy or a racist or whatever you jump on this week. I'm just going to start saying, great, down to 6.3, never been better. I think you can add the coda. You realize if everybody quits working, it'll be zero, right?
We could, but
I mean, we
like
could
you
rush
said, you
to
don't
zero.
want to fight, so it's probably better to not even point that out.
But there is that coda. If you just said, in an anomalous sense, if everybody dropped out of the hunt, it would be zero.
It's true.
But I'm convinced that they would tell you that we have 0% unemployment. I mean, I don't know what's happened, folks, but it's a little bit dangerous, because it's getting into the thing where if you quibble with craziness, you get attacked pretty hard. So I'd use my head. You can't quibble with crazy people. You ever go up to Rasputin and tell him his socks don't match? Where are you going to go with that? All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We can take some more phone calls. I got some tasty sound bites. Not as tasty as a Sherry's Berry, though. This year, do something really special for Mother's Day. Order giant, freshly dipped strawberries from Sherry's Berry, starting at just $19.99. That's over 40% savings. Or you can double the berries for just $10 more. That's even more than 40. Don't get me hung up on the numbers, but it's a lot savings. Go to berries.com, click on the mic in the upper right-hand corner, and use my code DMZ on this one, folks, to get the deal. These are enormous. They're fresh. They're juicy. They're mouth-watering. And they hold longer than the flowers that you use sometimes. Because, I don't know, they're encased or something. And it's like Tut's tomb of goodness. I've seen them, I've tasted them, and I want them. But it's not about me this time. It's about Mom. Don't wait long. Order now before this Mother's Day deal ends. Call 866-FRUIT02 to order, or visit berries.com, BERRIES.com. Sounds easier. Click on the microphone, top right-hand corner, type in DMZ. Go to berries.com, click on the microphone. To get the deal, type in DMZ. Order today, because this deal expires Friday at midnight. Make sure you order now. Back with phone calls right after this on the Disney. Why turn to a trusted choice agency for your insurance needs, huh? Because trusted choice independent agents have the freedom of choice. We can use our expertise to competitively shop multiple providers on your behalf to find you a range of options at great prices. Plus, you get unbiased and unparalleled service from quote through claims. Let's find you a better deal. Find your local trusted choice independent agent at trustedchoice.com.